Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Alright, and of course we want to say hello and welcome to everyone to another Mikey Life program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and yes, it is good to be back with you for another day. How are you? Today was a good day. I mean, the weather, it started off kind of like overcast, and so we got a little bit of rain, then the sun came out a little bit, you know. There are some people who can't even talk like that. You know, the weather is so extreme. It's either it's extremely cold or it's extremely hot, extremely dry. But I find that we get a mixture of, you know, both rain and sun. So we can't, you know, we can't be ungrateful. you know. So, folks, welcome. We have a few things to tell you about. Taxpayers, you're encouraged to take advantage of tax amnesty. It's going to be going on for a few months. In fact, it's going to happen for the entire year. You understand? So you have no excuse. We'll talk more about that. The World Bank boy, they see that a recession, a looming threat for global economies. You understand? We'll talk about that. And the police say that they are looking into an incident at one of the nation's schools involving a parent and a child. You understand? We'll talk to you about that in a moment. Yes? And the government, they commence a series of consultations on the future of the Marketing and National Importing Board. You understand? The meeting just concluded. We'll talk about that in a moment. And the Spice Mass Corporation, boy, they just met, well, concluded a meeting as well, consultation with the Soca and Groovy artists and producers. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. And there's a COVID-19 outbreak at a geriatric hospital in Barbados as the nations in the region brace for possible surge in COVID-19 cases. So we have all of that and more to talk to you about when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Of course, we want to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA, Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors, and all the other sponsors. We say thank you for being on board with us. Folks, we take a break and we'll come back. When we come back, it could be real news in Olilililolo. And if you have not yet done so, we want to encourage you to share the business. Of course, when it's share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So we are coming back.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with trade, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love, getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Grand Anse Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com.
All right, and of course, welcome again, welcome one and all. So folks, we are here, and you know what? You know, I have a platform, and sometimes you need to do what you have to influence and to inspire others. And I just want to take 60 seconds to say to you that from you're small, you see people and you interact with people, you hope that they'll be a part of your life forever. You don't see them a couple days before you realize that, hey, you're no longer in school, you're a big man, you're working. You don't see them for a couple days again, and before you know it, somebody's saying that they have passed away. Yesterday I went for one reason to a funeral home, and while I was there,
I glimpsed someone in a coffin that I thought looks familiar. And then when I went there, it was somebody I went to school with. And, you know, it is so shocking that we have grown so far apart as a people. You know, sometimes you feel like people, you can't, when you're in school and so on, you feel like you could never do a day without them in your life. And then life happens. And it's so extreme that they die without you even knowing, about to be buried. You know, and so I just wanted to say to you tonight that, you know, this life that we live is very short. There's nothing for certain. There's no one is granted. The people that you speak today, there's no guarantee that you'll be speaking to them tomorrow. Age doesn't matter anymore. Sex doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. Death is no respect of persons. You see? So just take some time to understand that the life that we live today is very short. I feel like I was in school last week, and here I am, you know, eating Tums and my Lanta sometimes when after a meal, because you're now on your way, you know, to that, you know, on your way down. You understand? Before we were talking about candy, cotton candies and Bourbon and Big Four and that lollipop, the brown lollipop, however they used to call that one, the brown one that tastes a lot like sugar. I don't see it anymore, you know, and those kind of things. Now you're talking about insulin and, you know, because your life just, whoosh, you understand? So I just want you to take a moment, you know, to slow down, to encourage you to slow down, to enjoy life. Take a moment to just enjoy life. Enjoy your family, enjoy people around you. Take a drink, chill by the beach or something. You know, give yourself a little relaxing moment ever so often. All right? Because, I mean, it may just be your last. All right, so let's get into the news. Now, the Grenada Tourism Authority, they say that they are pleased to announce that Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique have once again earned recognition in the USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards, representing 8 contest winners in the 2023 nominations. Now, Readers' Choice Awards are important honors in the travel industry as it celebrates the places, people, experiences, and innovators in the industry voted on by the people who directly interact with the businesses and attractions. Now, the CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Petra Roach, she stated that Grenada is a top performer in the Caribbean and have 8 winners spread across the various categories coming on, and that comes as no surprise to her, she says. Now, you see, go on to say that we have been soaring in visitor arrivals, and that's coupled with our digital marketing strategy and additional exposure for local businesses and products has no doubt assisted in the multiple nominations and winning spots. Now, we are committed to ensuring that when visitors come to our island, they are exploring everything that is brand Grenada. We anticipate even more local winners in the next year of competition. All right. Now, the leading the way was the Belmont Estate Boy, you know, and then there was the House of Chocolate Museum. All right. And who else we had? There are other nominees like the Paradise Beach, that's in Carriacou, a white sand beach located on the sister isle of Carriacou. It placed second in the Best Caribbean Beach category, followed by the popular Grandance Beach coming in at 6th place. Esther's Bar, a beach bar known for its creative and masterful mixed cocktails, placed 7th in the Best Caribbean Beach Bar category. Clark's Court Rum Distillery, the largest distillery on the island and well known for its variety of local rums, placed 6th in the Best Caribbean Rum Distillery category. Punjabi Restaurant, known for its authentic Indian cuisine, it placed 6th in the Best Restaurant in the Caribbean category. And the Aquarium Restaurant, the popular and picturesque beachside restaurant known for its international cuisine with a delightful Caribbean fusion, came in 9th. Now, the nominees of the USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards were carefully selected by an expert panel, and the winners are determined through a survey of local residents who cast their votes for their favorite businesses in a variety of categories. So I don't know already when it comes to voting, we didn't play that. Anyway, we are moving on. So folks, good news. The Ministry of Finance wishes to inform the public that a one-year tax amnesty program is currently being implemented by the Inland Revenue Division. Now, the tax amnesty will provide a 100% waiver on all interest and penalties to all taxpayers with existing tax arrears owed to the division up to December 31st, 2021. Now, the Inland Revenue Division encourages all taxpayers, and we were telling you that on our 2 stories I think we had on that last night. Now, they're encouraging all taxpayers, individuals and businesses who have outstanding tax returns and balances for the relevant periods covered under the amnesty to take advantage of this opportunity to regularize your tax position and to become tax compliant. Please note that the division intends to use all enforcement powers at the end of the amnesty period to recover outstanding balances. As such, your taxpayers who fail to take advantage of this amnesty will face stricter enforcement actions as of January 2024. Now, they are saying for further information on the tax amnesty, please contact the Inland Revenue Division at 435-6945 or 435-6946, or you can send an email to amnesty2023@ird.gov.gd, or you can visit their website at ird.gov.gt. Or how we looking for the time day? We moving on. Well, I'm happy to tell all of that. Just quickly, the global economy will come perilously close, they say, to a recession this year, led by weaker growth in all world top economies like the United States, Europe, and China. And that's according to the World Bank. They are warning about that. Understand? In an annual report, the World Bank, which lends money to poor countries for development projects, said it had slashed its forecast for global growth this year by nearly half, to just 1.7% from its previous projection of 3%. Imagine that. If that forecast proves accurate, it will be the 3rd weakest annual expansion in 3 decades, behind only the deep recessions that resulted from the 2008 global financial crisis and the coronavirus pandemic in 2020. You understand? It's in pretty. You understand? But anyway, I did not talk there for now. This is a projection. And it could be very wrong. Something could happen and then things could just boom. You understand? Oh yeah. Police. They say that they are looking into an incident that occurred at one of the nation's secondary schools. There's a video currently in circulation on social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, and all of that. And what it shows is a parent striking, or how do they say, boxing a child, a young girl, and telling that young girl to stop, like, harassing or so her daughter. Don't do me child, girl. Let me take me child. That seemed to have happened at the school compound. People had a lot to say about the business. We don't know what happened, but people had a lot to say. I saw somebody said that was in the video. That's only a portion of what she did to the child. You understand? So the police said that they are aware of the incident and they are on top of it. And we cannot play the video on the business because it's against YouTube's community standards once it involves a minor and school children in uniform for that matter. We could get a whole page shut down for that. You understand? So we cannot show it on the business. It's also against Facebook community standards as well. So unfortunately, we will not be able to play the video for you, but I'm sure you were able to see it. The issue of bullying in school is one that is real. And one would assume that the parent is somewhat defending her child from bully activities. We don't know. But based on the comments of the parent, but one would argue again whether or not this was the right course of action by the parent. Now we can all sit here and say what we coulda, shoulda, woulda done. But as a parent, no parent would like to know that their child is being bullied at school or being beaten up by anybody at school. And similarly, no parent would want to see their child being manhandled by another parent on the school compound. Well, it doesn't matter where. So we have a double-edged sword right there. A double-edged sword. Double-edged sword. We do not know what caused the thing. Is it a case where the parent complained to the school about her child being bullied, and the school did nothing, so the parent decides she's going to take matters into her own hands? One could ask that question too. One could ask the question as to whether or not the parent did everything right before resorting to that kind of extreme action. One would ask, is this parent out of her mind? Did she not analyze the consequences that will follow such activity? I tell you, it's a double-edged sword. And anyhow you look at it, two wrongs don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right. Myself, I don't know what I would do if my child come home and tell me, oh, somebody bullying me. Well, nobody don't bullying me, son, to start off with. Nobody don't bullying me, son, because I'm teaching him to defend himself only. Teaching him to don't attack anybody. But if God forbids you are put in a position that you have to defend yourself, you have to know how to make a little come from. You understand? Hiya! I'm pretending to be nothing. I'm teaching my child to defend himself. Nobody don't bully my child. Say, son, it's always best to walk away. Let me know what's going on so I can handle it with the school. You know what I mean? Always best to walk away. But if it gets to a point where you can't walk away, run! Yeah, so if you can't walk away, run! And if you can, defend yourself. You understand? That's the kind of parent I am pretending not. That's the parent I will be. You understand? Report. Report. Let me know. Walk away. Walk away. If you can't walk, run. And then if you can, make a swing. You understand? But it shouldn't have to get to that. Whenever activities are these things are happening in the school, once it becomes public knowledge, and when everybody knows about it, teacher know about it, I think the school must do everything in their power to address the situation. You understand? I hear parents complaining about schools or try to they're looking in the next direction. They don't want no part to do with it. You understand? No, all that to do, all that. Once it's happening in the school compound, you have to handle it. Don't let parents have to come and feel like they have to take matters into their own hands. Handle the business. But then again, we don't know what happened in that situation too. You understand? Two wrongs cannot make it right. It doesn't make it right. So I anticipate there's going to be some problems right there with that situation. You understand? A parent should not have to go to the school, should not be going to the school, in fact, and taking them kind of measures. feeling the need to take that kind of measures. No. Parents, don't do it. Not to do it. That don't looking good. You understand? Anyway. But like I say, we don't know. I hear somebody say that's just a small amount of things that was recorded, but more things was done to the child here. No parent want to be home and seeing that happening to their child. So what's going to happen now? Then the parent of that child will want to retaliate. So you box me, child? Well, it's problems. The whole family coming down for you. We're waiting for you by the gate. We're waiting for you by the gate Thursday or Wednesday. We're waiting. You better not come there because it's pressure. You box me, child. You go find out. And then it just becomes a whole, it just revolves. You understand? Anyway, let's hope that thing will be resolved. We hear Papa, police are on top of it. So, stay on top. Government has commenced a series of consultations with stakeholders of the Marketing and National Importing Board. So we're talking about farmers and, them kind of people. So, Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell says he set aside this week to start a series of these live town hall style engagement with the farmers and the other stakeholders who conduct the business of trade with the Marketing and National Importing Board. Now they are saying that the purpose of the engagements is to facilitate discussion on the state of the Marketing and National Importing Board, which the Prime Minister highlighted tonight in the first of the series of meetings. They're hoping to come up with a plan for the way forward for the MNIB.
So we had about a 2-hour session with the union representing the workers. We had a 2-hour session with the staff at the Marketing and National Importing Board. And I'm going to repeat pretty much the same line that we took with the staff and the union, which is, from the government's perspective, there are a couple of options. Option one, which is to do nothing. If we do nothing, MNIB will collapse because the banks will not be paid. And if the banks are not paid, the bank has security over the buildings and other assets of Marketing Board, and they will appoint a receiver or a liquidator. They will sell the assets to recover their money. To some extent, I think I could safely say that that option is not on the table and that we will simply not do anything. And the fact that we are here is part of the fact that that is not an option we are prepared to pursue. And the fact that we've already paid workers for November and December is an option that we will not pursue. The other option is to completely close Marketing Board down. And the government assumes all of the liabilities I've just mentioned, which is the government then has to take over the loan approximating to $6 million to the banks, find the money to pay the severance to the staff, which, give or take, we are told is in the region of $2.5 or $3 million, subject to verification, and assume the $2.8 subject to verification $1 million that is owed to other persons. That doesn't factor in the fact that MNIB itself owes the government several millions of dollars from the government having, for example, taken over the payment of the Answer McCall loan, which was about $4 million that MNIB could not pay. The government took that over. There's a company owned by the government, Petrocarb Grenada Limited, which also lent MNIB substantial sums in the millions as well. That has not been paid or serviced. So ignoring those for the time being, if the decision was made to shut MNIB down, we would have to pay the severance to the employees between $2.5 and maybe $3 million. We'd also have to pay the other persons MNIB owe, including farmers, which is roughly another $2.8 to $3 million. That's about $6 million. We'd have to pay the banks, which is roughly about $6 million. So that's about $12 million. That's if we simply shut it down and didn't do anything else. So that's one option. The other option is to shut it down and to start afresh. And to start afresh, at least from the discussions held by the government, would involve forming a company that permits the government, the private sector, and other stakeholders to become shareholders and have a public-private partnership that allows for MNIB to come back as a new entity. That's another option.
And of course, it says that none of the options that are going to be presented are easy options.
The other option is to look at a restructuring or revamping of MNIB that involves potentially sending some of the staff home, closing down some of the outlets, particularly the retail outlets that sells food and juices and what have you, and attempting to get MNIB to concentrate on what perhaps people may say its core function, which is the purchasing of farmers' produce, hopefully the storage, sorting, preservation, and the finding of markets for the produce, including the export market. So that option is halfway between shutting down completely and doing nothing at all. That option also would involve the government having to pay some of the workers their severance. It would also involve the government having to assume and pay some of the debts owed to farmers and other personnel, including utilities, etc. It would perhaps also involve the government having to pay the banks some of the funds, because if the loans are not serviced and serviced in a timely manner, the banks do have the power to step in regardless of what the government says. So those are the options. None of them are easy options. As I said, option one of doing nothing we've ruled out, but to some extent we have three options between a complete shutdown and a new entity, a partial closing of some aspects of MNIB and the government assuming some of the debt, or the government simply continuing to pump more money in MNIB in the hope that the board can find the management to turn MNIB around.
Now, Now, it is hoped that at the end of these consultations, a plan will derive. Now, today's meeting was held in St. Andrew, and there's going to be one tomorrow, God's willing, Wednesday, that is at the St. John's Anglican School, that will start at 5:30 p.m. Now, we move on. Oh, I see that we are running out of time. So the Spice Mass Corporation, they too are having a series of consultations. Today they met with the Soca artists, Groovy, Calypso, and some of the music producers. And they are kind of like hearing what, or listening to some of the ideas and comments and concerns that the contributors of Spice Mass may have. And that too is hoped to, they're hoping that they can also come up with a fine-tuned kind of thing for 2023, of course, in the decision-making process involving the contributors. All right, and we're going to be able to tell you, I see we're running out of time, so we probably will be able to tell you more about that in the coming days as well. What we can tell you is that Barbados boy, the health authorities they are reporting an outbreak of COVID-19 at the Geriatric hospital there. In fact, we have posted something on that on our page, and we'd like to invite you to go check it out. All right, we have a whole thing on that on the page. Okay, I see that we're running out of time, so I have to run now and take a quick break. And when I come back, what we will do for you, we will have the national report and the weather. And for those of you, I see there are quite still a number of you who have not yet shared the program, and I want to encourage you to please go ahead and so do. But I'll be back shortly.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Gifts of love with trend, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with trend.
Get your gifts of love for cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
New Me in 2023. Coming to Cots Optical today and enjoy up to 35% off your frames and lenses with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today on www.cotsoptical.com. At Cots Optical, our comprehensive eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. New Me 2023 with glasses from Cots Optical. Value you can see.
Government of Grenada commits to addressing the country's human resource deficit. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
My name is Jefferson Antoine, and the name of my business is Deb's Honey. Well, I've been in this line of work for 3 years now. What gets me inspired is because I do agriculture, so I'm looking for pollination. And bee is one of the best pollinators you have. Some of the challenges I face is with material, frames, board, lumber. Well, there are no place really selling machines and things, so you have to look online and so forth. Well, the grant actually helped me to boost my business because I will have more boxes. I'm getting a machine again. As coming up, you know, most of the money you make in the honey, you have to spend it back in material. So, you know, you get a nice break from that. In 5 years, I see this business much bigger than now. Is a yes for sis?
With the details to the news for Tuesday, January 10th, 2023, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. Addressing Grenada's human resource deficit is a major priority of the Deacon Mitchell-led administration for 2023. As an immediate solution, government will introduce and implement a broad scholarship program that focuses on the transformative areas identified in the 2023 budget. Government has identified 5 pillars, namely agriculture, food and nutrition security, tourism and hospitality, the creative economy, digital transformation, and private sector development. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, who was the guest on GBN's first Beyond the Headlines program for 2023, said while the current areas of study among the Grenadian population are important, a diverse scholarship program that encompasses the pillars can further boost the economy.
And you look at what people are getting scholarships for, and is it tailored to our actual needs? And so we recognize that we have to take a deliberate policy to say these are the areas that we need to beef up our human resource capacity in. I'll give an example: engineering. It's a major area, but we have significant shortages of engineers, and therefore the scholarships need to be targeted to that. Obviously, the healthcare sector, right? And I just cite these as two examples. So we cannot continue to simply allow, and to some extent they probably simply not guide, or students coming out to just simply go pick what I would call a normal routine type stuff, which leaves them frustrated because oftentimes you go and you get these degrees. And the question is, what are you doing with them in the context of Grenadian society? You know, and there are lots of it. I mean, I'm not knocking psychology, but if you are not actually going to pursue a career along that path, should we allow our students to go and spend 3-4 years studying psychology and they come out and they're looking for administrative or clerical job, right? Or should we not say to them, you know, we need significant persons in horticulture, in marine biology, you know, in engineering, in interior decorating. I'm using those types of things because these are skill sets that are actually needed.
In 2022, 88 students were awarded scholarships valued at more than 6.3 million EC dollars to pursue studies in various fields. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court moves to implement Phase 2 of its electronic documents filing service portal this year to improve the services offered in magistrates' courts. Delivering the feature address at the special virtual sitting to mark the commencement of Law Year 2023 on Tuesday, Chief Justice Her Ladyship, the Honorable Dame Janice Pereira, described the portal as a critical step toward widening access to justice to create a more resilient justice system. The portal, which was established in 2021, seeks to improve civil and family matters in the magistrates' courts in each member state and reduce case backlog. She says the next stage in the developmental process will include the addition of criminal files at all levels.
This second phase began last year and is ongoing. It involves the long-awaited expansion of the portal to accommodate high court criminal matters, as well as proceedings filed in the magistrates' courts in each member state and territory. This phase is pivotal to modernizing the delivery of services offered by the magistrates' courts, which statistically handles the bulk of court cases brought in every state or territory. Implementation of the portal would also enhance user experiences at the lower but no less important level of the justice system. It is also a further step towards integration of the magistracy into the higher judiciary. This process of integration must happen. Courts exist for the purpose of delivering justice.
As the Supreme Court charts the course for 2023, the Chief Justice says urgent attention must be given to transcription.
Finding a digital solution for the court's transcription process, which has been plagued with delays, leading to highly undesirable results. This we are actively pursuing. It is an urgent need.
The ceremonial opening was held under the theme, the ECSC, Navigating the Changing Tides. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
I think I decided. I want this one.
Excuse me. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Can you tell me why it is you decided to purchase this fridge?
Sure, because it's a lot cheaper, looks good, and if I should say, does the same job as all the others.
I see. Can I show you something?
No problem.
See what the sign says? It said this appliance uses natural refrigerants.
So
This refrigerator uses green cooling technology with natural refrigerant, which is environmentally friendly and does not hamper to the environment and the ozone layer. Equipments like these will greatly reduce your electricity bill, last longer, perform better, and protect the environment, and will give you the peace of mind in knowing that you are doing your part in creating a more environmentally responsible world for current and future generations.
So you're telling me that this fridge right here may cost a little more now, but I can save on my electricity bill? It will perform better and last longer than this other one and have all the things you just said?
Oh yeah.
Remember, when purchasing an AC or refrigerator for your home or business, be sure to ask for the one that uses natural refrigerants. Go green.
Let's beware, let's beware. Cooling, going green, you hear? So the ozone layer won't disappear. So let's go green, using natural refrigerants. Let's go green.
Welcome back. Digital transformation must be accompanied by physical transformation if Grenada and other OECS member states are to realize true growth in the legal system. That's according to Attorney General and Legal Affairs Minister, Senator the Honorable Claudette Joseph. Speaking at Tuesday's ceremonial opening of Law Year 2023, Senator Joseph says Grenada supports and is moving towards establishing a fully digital operation to promote timely and efficient delivery of justice. In 2021, Grenada launched the e-litigation portal, which provides court users and all stakeholders access to assigned services anytime, anywhere, and on any device.
We at the government level are encouraging practitioners to move all live matters onto the e-litigation portal, and the rules allow for this to be done by consent of the parties, because we are moving to a fully digitized operations. We are going to be digitizing our records in the court system. We have identified digital and physical transformation as key components in the efforts to move our country forward. In this regard, a policy direction has been issued applicable across all government departments that allows for printing of no more than 5 pages at a time.
The Attorney General explained that having proper facilities and accommodation also assists in fulfilling the mandate of the courts to provide a fair, resilient justice system. She spoke of government's plans to construct a state-of-the-art Hall of Justice in 2024.
The member states and territories are focused on providing enhanced facilities for the judiciary. In Grenada, construction of a new state-of-the-art Hall of Justice that will incorporate environmentally friendly and renewable energy technologies is scheduled to begin in early 2024, as we use the rest of this year to complete all preliminary works. I know other jurisdictions, for example St. Lucia, are preparing for similar projects.
A number of activities were held locally to commemorate the day, among them a church service at the cathedral, the inspection of the guard, and a special virtual sitting. Bishop Clyde Harvey encouraged legal practitioners to exercise wisdom and fairness at all times, which reflect positively on the entire legal system.
Navigating these changing tides require wisdom and humility, courage, and a deep love for the people of our islands. Grenadian lawyers, Caribbean men and women, all I can do is invite you to rise to the challenge, to ride and conquer the changing tides. Amen.
Finally, in the news, greatness comes from the walls of the Happy Hill Secondary School. Words of former head boy, now government minister, Honorable Philip Telesford, who participated in the pinning ceremony of newly installed prefects at the institution on Tuesday. Minister Telesford, who is Grenada's Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, spoke to the students about the importance of discipline for success in life.
Discipline, I submit to you, my dear students, is the single most important currency, not money. Discipline is the single most important currency that you need and I need to make it through life. If we don't have discipline, if we don't have respect for ourselves and for others, we simply will not make it. I want to repeat this. Discipline, my brothers and sisters, is the single most important ingredient that you need and I need to make it through life.
Government, he says, is now making strides towards technical skills training, an opportunity the students at Happy Hills Secondary School have already been introduced to. He implored the students to take advantage of the opportunity.
This is something that we have at our leisure here at the Happy Hills Secondary School. Because we understand that many students leaving school, getting into the work environment, are technically unsound. They're bright, but can't do anything with their hands. They are unfit for the work environment. But you have it right here. Many people that have left the school, many students, have become professionals, architects, joiners, seamstresses and tailors, and what have you, farmers, and so on and so on.
The students were told to always strive to do their best, as there are numerous success stories emanating from the walls of the Happy Hills Secondary School, using himself as an example.
I used to be, for 15 years of my life, the financial controller at the Koyaba Beach Resort. Prior to that, I served as accountant in various places, including the Grenada Development Bank, president of the Public Service Cooperative Credit Union for 5 years. I served previously as treasurer, then president for 5 years. And another 5 years as president of the Grenada Cooperative League. And the Grenada Cooperative League is the body responsible for all credit unions in Grenada. So the decision that I make or champion at that level, along with my colleagues, shaped the credit union movement in Grenada for 5 years. And just to sum it all up, I have served on many boards, in many capacities in Grenada.
A plaque was presented to the Honorable Minister as a token of appreciation for his continued support towards the development of the institution. Former student and prefect Ms. Sherry-Ann Noel of the Government Information Service was also invited to the ceremony. That story brings the national report for Tuesday, January 10th, 2023 to an end. Recapping the top story, Government of Grenada commits to addressing the country's human resource deficit. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisann Mitchell, saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Chrisann, and the rest of the GIS News team. And we now transition over to the weather. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy and hazy, with increase in cloudiness and a few light early morning showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters, and a small craft advisory is in effect. If we take a look at the weather for Wednesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy and hazy, with early morning showers. Max temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 24. Winds southeasterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Now, seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that's the weather report for tonight and tomorrow. We would like to say hello to the folks who are currently tuned in on YouTube. Yeah, the usual suspects, the people who don't miss our program. We want to say hello to you and let you know that we appreciate you being here. I mean, every time, you know, it's a love, it's you know, a connection that we have that I hope that we can keep going forever and ever. Amen. You understand? So blessings to you, and I am hoping to see you guys again with us, you know, in one piece tomorrow, God's willing. So all of you who are currently on YouTube, we want to say hello to you, and as well, those of you who are on Facebook. And by the way, the YouTube viewers, just remember that you can simply view the program via your smart TV and so on. Make life real nice and easy for us. Okay? So, alright. I just got a little distracted based on something that was sent to me, so I was just checking to see whether or not I can. We could always deal with that tomorrow. It's not that serious. Right, so folks, again, yes, hello to you, and thanks for joining us. Again, we were saying hello to the folks who are currently on Facebook. So yes, we want to say big up to the Facebook viewers and the YouTube viewers. Suzanne on YouTube, Glenora on YouTube, and the others, and on Facebook, Michelle, Claire, Java, Antonia, Adonna, Joyous, Kiwin, did I say Cindy? Ezron, Della, Vicky, Diana, Claire again, Nathaniel and Nathan, they are good. So, yeah, thanks for asking. Pingling, Velma, okay, Monet, Ezran, Jennifer, how are you doing, Jennifer? Curtis, family. Did you all hear what's going on in Trinidad right now? We'll talk about it tomorrow, but Marshall Montano decides to have his show on the same night as Bacchanal Friday. So you're getting backlash for that. We'll tell you more about that tomorrow, all right, guys? God's willing. So thanks for sharing. Thanks for participating. Thanks for being a part of this. And I'll touch base with you guys tomorrow, God's willing, again. Letting you know that I appreciate you. And may God bless you and the family. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We all say, Ja! No! Yeah, man. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Guys, take care, okay? Take care.